Hi, welcome to NPA Teaching. Today we will going to introduce a final method for solving the system of equation that use determinant, which is known as Cramer's rule, which is named after its innovator, the Swiss mathematician Gabriel Cramer. Cramer's rule is viable, simplified and efficient method for finding solution to the system of linear equation through use of determinant, provided that we have the same number of equation as unknown. When the number of equation is equal to the number of unknown and the determinant of the coefficient has non-zero value, then the system has the unique solution which can be founded by using Cramer's rule. So Cramer's rule is the xi is equal to determinant ai divided by determinant a, where xi is the ith unknown variable in the equation and determinant ai is the determinant value of a special matrix which is formed from the original equation. Cramer's rule is the easy method for solving the system of linear equation as compared to the metric inversion method for solving the same. So here we are taking the numerical example of a system of linear equation for solving the unknowns. So here the two equations are 7x plus 2y is equal to 60, x plus 8y is equal to 78. Then first we have to write the equation in the form of ax is equal to b. Here the a is the coefficient matrix and x is the variable matrix and b is the constant matrix. So here the coefficient matrix a is equal to taking the coefficients of the given variable, that is 7, 2, 1, 8, multiplied with the variable matrix, that is x and y. This is the two unknown variable here, that is x and y, is equal to the constant matrix b. So here constants are 60 and 78. The next step is to find the determinant of a given matrix A. So determinant of a given matrix is equal to 7 into 8 minus 2 into 1, which is 56 minus 2, which is equal to 54. So 54 is the determinant of a given matrix A. After finding the determinant of a given matrix A, now we are going to form another matrix which is known as A1 by replacing its first column coefficient. That is, here the first column coefficient is 7 and 1, which is replaced with the column vector constants. Column vector constants here, it is 60 and 78. So now the new matrix is available, that is A1, which is equal to 60, 78. Then remaining second column is the 2 and 8. After framing the new matrix, which is matrix A1, the next step is to find its determinant value. So the determinant of A1 is equal to 60 into 8, that is 480, minus 2 into 78, which is 156. So 480 minus 156 is equal to 324. So 324 is the determinant of A1. Now the similar way we have to form another matrix which is known as A2 by replacing the second column coefficient. Here the second column coefficient is 2 and 8 with the column vector of constant, that is 60 and 78. So we have the new matrix which is known as A2, which is the 7, 60, 1, 78. Now after forming the new matrix A2, now we want to find out the determinant value of A2, which is equal to 7 into 78, which is 546, minus 60 into 1, which is 60. So 546 minus 60 is equal to 486. So 486 is the determinant of A2. After getting the determinant value of A1 and A2, now the next step is to find the value of x and y. So the value of unknowns here, x and y, here x is equal to the determinant value A1 divided by determinant of A, which is equal to 324 divided by 54. So the value of x is equal to 6. Similarly, we can find the value of y, which is equal to determinant A2 divided by determinant A, that is equal to 486 divided by 54, which is equal to 9. So the value of x is equal to 6 and the value of y is equal to 9, which we found by using Crumer's rule method. Now here we are going to consider an economic model which is known as ISLM model. And here the question is given, that is given IS equation which is equal to 03y plus 100i is equal to 252, and LM equation is given, that is 0.25y minus 200i, which is equal to 176. Here y is the level of income, equilibrium level of income, and I is the rate of interest, equilibrium rate of interest. So here we have two equation and two unknown. Two equations are, first one IS equation and second one LM equation, and two unknowns are, or two variables are, unknown variables are y and I. Now the first step is to rewrite the above equations in the form of Ax is equal to B, where A is the coefficient matrix, X is the variable matrix, and B is the constant matrix. Here coefficient matrix is A, which is equal to 0.3, 100, 0.25 and minus 200. And the variables here are y and I, that is y is the income and I is the rate of interest, which is equal to constant matrix, which is equal to 252 176. Now the next step is to find out the determinant of given matrix A. So the determinant value is 0.3 into minus 200, which is equal to minus 60, minus 100 into 0.25, which is equal to 25. So minus 60 minus 25 is equal to minus 85. So the determinant value of given matrix A is equal to minus 85. The next step is to form another matrix which is known as A1 by replacing the first column coefficient, that is here the first column coefficient is 0.3 and 0.25, with the column vector of constant, that is 252 176. So new matrix is A1, which is equal to 252 100 176 and minus 200. And the next step is to find the determinant of given matrix A1, and the determinant is 252 into minus 200, which is minus 50,400 minus 100 into 176, 17,600. So minus 50,400 minus 17,600 is equal to minus 68,000. So the determinant of A1 is equal to minus 68,000. Then the next step is to form another matrix which is known as A2 by replacing the second column coefficient with column vector of constant. So here in A2 the first column coefficient will be remain the same, but the second column will become the constant vector, that is 252 and 176. And after framing the A2 matrix, now we want to find out the determinant of a A2. So here the determinant of A2 is equal to 0.3 into 176, which is 52.8 minus 252 into 0.25, which is equal to minus 63. So 52.8 minus 63 is equal to minus 10.2. Now after finding the determinant A1 and A2, we can find the equilibrium value of y and I, that is income and the rate of interest. So the equilibrium level of income is equal to determinant A1 divided by determinant A, which is equal to minus 68,000 divided by minus 85, which is equal to 800, and the equilibrium level of rate of interest is equal to I, which is the determinant A2 divided by determinant A, which is equal to minus 10.2 divided by minus 85, that is 0.12. Thus, we found the equilibrium level of income is equal to 800 and equilibrium level of rate of interest is equal to 0.12 by using the Crumer's rule. Now we have another example of a 3 equation with the 3 unknowns. The 3 equations are 2x plus 4y minus z is equal to 15, x minus 3y plus 2z is equal to minus 5, 6x plus 5y plus z is equal to 28. And 3 unknowns are x, y and z. Now we have to rewrite this equation in the form of Ax is equal to B, where A is the coefficient matrix. So coefficients are here 2, 4, minus 1, 1, minus 3, 2, 6, 5 and 1. And the variable matrix where we have three unknowns or three variables, which is x, y, and z, and the constant coefficient matrix is the 15, minus 5, and 28. Now we have a matrix where we want to find out the determinant of a given matrix A. So the determinant of a given matrix is equal to take the first element by removing the first row and first column. We have a 2 into 2 determinant, minus 3, 2, 5, 1. So here minus 3 into 1 minus 2 into 5. Then minus, take the second element 4. Then by removing the column and rows corresponding to 4, we have a 2 into 2 determinant, that is 1, 2, 6, 1. So 1 into 1 minus 2 into 6. Then minus 1 into, by removing the rows and columns, we have a 2 into 2 determinant, that is 1 minus 3, 6, 5. So 1 into 5 minus 3 into 6. So after solving this expansion, we will get the determinant value is equal to minus 26 plus 44 minus 23, which is equal to minus 5. So minus 5 is the determinant value of a given matrix A. Then the next step is to form another matrix which is known as A1. So for forming the another matrix A1, we have to replace the first column coefficient with the column vector of constant. So the first column coefficient is 1, 2, 6, which is replaced with the constants, that is 15, minus 5, and 28. So new matrix is A1, which is equal to 15, 4, minus 1, minus 5, minus 3, 2, 28, 5, and 1. And after forming the determinant A, we have to find the value of a determinant, and determinant value after solution we will get is equal to minus 10. Similarly, we have to form the another matrix which is known as A2. So for forming the matrix A2, we have to replace the second column coefficient. So second column coefficient is 4, minus 3, and 5. So this can be replaced with column vector constant, that is 15, minus 5, 28. So the new matrix is A2, which is equal to 2, 15, minus 1, 1, minus 5, 2, 6, 28, and 1. And the next step is to find the determinant of A2. So if you go through the solution, then we will get the determinant value is equal to minus 122 plus 165 minus 58, which is equal to minus 15. So minus 15 is the determinant value of A2. Now again we are repeating the same procedure by forming another matrix which is known as A3, which is formed by replacing the third column coefficient with the column vector of constant. That is, the third column here is minus 1, 2, 1, which is replaced with the column vector constant, which is 15, minus 5, and 28. So new matrix A3, which is equal to 2, 4, 15, 1, minus 3, minus 5, 6, 5, 28. So after forming matrix 3, we have to find again the determinant value of A3, and after the solution, I am not going to explain once again how to derive the determinant. So the determinant value is equal to minus 118 minus 232 plus 345, which is equal to minus 5. So we have the determinant of A3, which is equal to minus 5. So after finding the determinant values, that is determinant A is equal to minus 5, determinant A1 is equal to minus 10, determinant A2 is equal to minus 15, and determinant A3 is equal to minus 5. So after that, we want to find out the value of x, y, and z. So for finding the value of x, which is determinant A1 divided by determinant A, which is equal to minus 10 divided by minus 5, which is equal to 2. Similarly, the value of y is equal to determinant A2 divided by determinant A, which is minus 15 divided by minus 5, which is equal to 3. And similarly, the value of z is equal to determinant A3 divided by determinant A, that is minus 5 divided by minus 5, which is equal to 1. So we received the values of x, y, z is equal to 2, 3, and 1 respectively. So this is the procedure for finding the value of x and y by using the Cramer's rule. I hope you are clear about the Cramer's rule for solving the system of linear equation. If you are not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to get the updated video by clicking subscribe button and the bell icon. Have a nice day and see you in the next video. Thank you.